Grade 6, Subject Science, Chapter 10, Motion and Measurement of Distances, Module 1. Here in this session, you will be able to recall the story of transport, explore measurement of ancient times, and identify standard units of measurement. Dear children, this is our new chapter, Motion and Measurement of Distances. First, we can recall the story of transport. You might have studied in your lower classes. Let's see. Long ago, people used to move only on foot and carry goods on their back. Later on, they began to use animals for transportation. For transport through water, boats were used from ancient times. At earlier stages, they used logs of wood. Then came the invention of wheel. Invention of the wheel made a great change in the modes of transport. Animals were used to pull carts that moved on wheels. Invention of steam engine led to the development of new means of transport. Railroads were made for steam engine driven carriages and wagons. Later came automobiles such as motor cars, trucks and buses. Motorized boats and ships were used as means of transport on water. The early years of 19,000 saw the development of aeroplanes. Later, electric trains, monorail, supersonic aeroplanes and spacecraft are some of the contributions of 20th century. So that's all about story of transport. Interesting, isn't it? Now, it is often important to know how far a place is, so that we can have an idea how we are going to reach that place. Walk, take a bus or a train, a ship, an aeroplane or even a spacecraft. So we need to know the distances, measurement of distances. And also, there are so many occasions when we come across a need to measure lengths and distances. For example, to measure the length of a table. A tailor needs to know the measurement of the cloth to know if it is enough to stitch a kurta. A carpenter needs to measure the height and width of the cupboard to know how much wood he would need to make its door. Even to know the height of ours, we need measurement. How long is this room? How wide is this desk? How far is it from Delhi to Lucknow? How far away is the moon from the earth? How tall you are? All these questions have one thing in common. They all concern distance between two places. So from this we understood we need to know the measurement of lengths and distances. Let us check how our ancient people done the measurement or measurement of ancient times. Let's see. In ancient times, the length of a foot, the width of a finger and the distance of a step were commonly used as different units of measurement. Handspan, the distance between the thumb and the little finger, was one of the measurement used in ancient times. People also use the foot as a unit of length in different parts of the world. Cubit. A cubit as the length from the elbow to the fingertips was used in ancient Egypt and was also accepted as a unit of length in other parts of the world. People measured a yard of cloth by the distance between the end of an outstretched arm and their chin. The Romans measured with their pace or steps. Everyone's body parts could be of slightly different sizes. So, how can we tell that it will be accurate measurements? It was impossible, isn't it? Therefore, some standard units of measurements were needed that do not change from person to person or place to place. That means accurate measurements were needed. Thus came to the development of standard units of measurement. Let us see. As I told earlier, everyone's body parts could be of slightly different sizes. That led to the standard unit of measurements. In 1790, the French created a standard unit of measurement called the metric system. For the sake of uniformity, scientists all over the world have accepted a set of standard units of measurement. The system of units now used is known as International System of Units or SI units. Standard units of length. Length is the distance between 2 points. The SI unit of length is a meter. Each meter is divided into 100 equal divisions called centimeter. Each centimeter has 10 equal divisions called millimeter. So, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. Meter is the SI unit of length. And to measure long buildings or long distances, this meter will not be enough. So what we will use? Kilometer. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. Now we can repeat all our measurement activities using a standard scale and measure in SI units. So that's all about today. Follow-up activity for you is, first activity, measure the length and breadth of your bedroom with your foot. And the second activity is to measure the width of your study table with your hand. Let us move back to our olden times. So dear children, today we studied about SI unit of length, that is meter, and also story of transport. That's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.